Hello, all my dear children, and welcome to Shikha's Knowledge Institution. Knowledge Institution में आपका हार्दिक स्वागत है. So, dear children, as we know that your exam date is coming and your exams are going on. So, don't worry about. I am here for you for your revision work. यस चिल्ड्रन, आज हम अपने इस चैप्टर में पोइटिक डिवाइसेस के बारे में जानेंगे. बहुत स्पेशल चैप्टर है आज ये लिटरेरी डिवाइसेस के बारे में कि हम अपनी पोइट्री को किस तरीके से ब्यूटीफुल बना सकते हैं. अगर आपके पास कोई पोयम है तो उसको आप किस तरीके से फाइंड आउट करते हैं इसके छोटे छोटे डिवाइसेस के साथ में. तो फर्स्ट हम डिस्कस करेंगे अबाउट राइम. व्हाट इज राइम एंड हाउ टू फाइंड द राइम स्कीम इन एनी पोयम एंड काइंड्स ऑफ राइम and how to use the rhymic scheme in any poem. Next हम डिस्कस करेंगे बच्चों how to mark the rhyme scheme in every poem. Yes, next हमारी जो चैप्टर रीडिंग होगी about alliteration with example. Refrain with example. What is refrain with example? हम आपको आज ये चीज़ डिस्कस करेंगे. Simile with example. Yes, simile is a very beautiful part of poetry. हम आज जानेंगे ये सब नए वर्ड्स के बारे में. Metaphor and onomatopoeia. Yes, this is also a very beautiful device. Personification. What is personification? And with example हम इसको समझेंगे. Invocation. Yes, invocation. ये सब डिवाइसेस हैं बच्चों, ये सब हमारी पोयम को बहुत सुंदर बनाती हैं. एंड नेक्स्ट हम पढ़ेंगे रिपीटेशन. व्हाट इज़ रिपीटेशन. नेक्स्ट फ्योन के बारे में पढ़ेंगे एंड इमेजिनरी वर्क करेंगे अपनी पोएम्स के ऊपर. देन आयरनी आएगी अपनी. बच्चों देयर आर 3 काइंड्स ऑफ आयरनी. ओके, हम आज अपने इस पूरे चैप्टर में यही चीज़ डिस्कस करने वाले हैं कि आपको पोइट्री में किस तरीके से डिवाइसेस ढूंढने चाहिए. सो फर्स्ट वी स्टार्टेड विद फुल ऑफ एनर्जी राइम. व्हाट इज राइम. Rhyming is something more than a decoration in our poetry. It helps to establish stanzic form by marking the end of the lines and contributes to the sense of unity in a poem. As you can see on the screen, there are similar words on the screen like dating and shaking and all. First, end rhyme. What is end rhyme? It is the most frequent type of rhyme. Here the last word of the verse line rhyming with the sweet in the following example of poem. So sweet, street, feet, all these are similar word as you can see on the screen. Yes children, अगर हमारे लास्ट वर्ड जो है बिल्कुल सेम शो होते हैं तो वहाँ पे एंड राइम बनती है लाइक स्वीट, स्ट्रीट एंड फीट. नेक्स्ट आता है इंटरनल राइम. व्हाट इज इंटरनल राइम. अ पोएटिक डिवाइसेस इन विच अ वर्ड इन अ मिडल ऑफ लाइन राइम्स विद द वर्ड at the end of the same material lines. Okay, as you can see on the screen, the word red and head in the first line and arrive the bird in the third line are rhyming word. Okay, next I rhyme. What is I rhyme. Rhyming word that seem the rhyme when written down as text because the part of them are spelled identically but which are pronounced definitely are I rhyming words. Example included. Yes, all these are on your screen. Fourth word, come home, buy, foray, and air and bear. These words are although look rhyming and but do not rhyme when pronounced. So next fourth inextinct rhyme हमारा आता है, also known as a imperfect rhyme, occurs when the poet deliberately changes the spellings of words so as to make it rhyming with another words. Look at the following example on the screen. Here the word window has and misspelled to make it rhyme with the blinda. जब पोएट को कुछ राइम्स बनाने होते हैं वो किसी स्पेलिंग में मिस्टेक कर देता है तो वहाँ पर अपना ये राइम होता है. हाउ टू मार्क द राइमिक स्कीम. राइम स्कीम refers to pattern the scheme of rhyming words. The traditional ways to mark sense patterns the rhyming is to assign a letter of the alphabet to each rhyming sound at the end of the each line. Okay, and Thus, the rhyming scheme of the above stanza, as you can read in your textbook in a very first poem. So there was a rhyming scheme A B A B C C D D, and however the end word of fifth and sixth line and seventh and eighth line rhyme with each other respectively. Alliteration. What is alliteration? Repeating and consonant sound of close proximity to other, or beginning several words with the same vowel sound, and is a alliteration. For example, on the screen, the phrases buckets of big blue and live in a little and all. Refrain is a reference line or set of lines at the end of the stanza or section of the longer poem or a song is called refrain. And the example you can see on the screen. Simile. What is simile? Simile is an analogy of comparison impelled by using an adverb such as like or as. It is the most common and beautiful device, otherwise unlike things. All these are examples of simile. All these are devices to make the poetry or poem beautiful. So next, metaphor. What is metaphor? Metaphor is a comparison of allegory and started in such a way as a imply that one object is another one. So the example is on your screen. The word like and as are not used. Simile and the metaphor is clear here. Onomatopoeia, the use of sound that are similar to the noise they represents for the rhetorical and artistic effect on this called onomatopoeia. For instance, brush, click, nattle, and great made for. Personification is the literary devices in which the abstractions, animals, ideas, and inventions, objects are given humans' character traitly. And invocation, a prayer to address made to someone in which the poet asks for the inspiration, skill, the knowledge, and appropriate moods. What is repetition? As a name suggests, repetition is repeating a word, a phrases, a line, and something, even whole stanzas to create a musical effect or to emphasize the point, as you can see in your book loud. Also called pune. What is pune? Also called the penomatia. So pune is play on two words similar in the sound of different in meaning. It may be the use for a single word or double meaning. Okay. Imaginary, a common term of variable meaning. Imaginary includes the material picture that readers experience with a passage of literature. What is irony? Irony is a literature device in which there is a ironically all the discordance between what is a speaker say and what he or she means for, or what he generally understood. So there are three kinds of irony: verbal irony, dramatic, and situation irony. All these are different kinds of ironic device in our poetry. And next children's, there is nothing about worry कि आपकी जो poetry है या literature है is a horror. It's a very beautiful imaginary thing in your mind. Literature is not a horror, it's a flying fish. Yes, it's a flying fish, and when you take it hardly, your mind is just gone so blast, and when you take it easily, you can make a hero in yourself. So read carefully. Have a beautiful day ahead.